Welcome, my name is Nakashota Glitterfox. Today I decided that I would read the first chapter of my newly received rulebook for Pathfinder 2e. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a way to share the actual text on screen, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it or follow along with an online guide. In the meantime, let us get started. And I hope that y'all enjoy. So, I'm gonna have to apologize. Someone in the house decided to start running the vacuum cleaner. I'm aware that it's going on, but I don't have the patience to wait until it is not going on. So, I beg your forgiveness. With a haunting moan, shambling bodies rise up from the forgotten battlefield, given foul on life by the necromancy of the whispering giant. The corpses still wore the tattered raiment of their former lives. These crusaders had been the first to stand against the Lich when he returned, and they were the first to fall to his rebirth. Aroden is dead! Valoros spat out the dead god's name like a curse as he drew his sword and readied his battered shield. He's not coming back to save us this time. Kyra and Maricel shared a sentiment. The whispering giant was back. It was up to them to return the Lich to his grave. As Kyra stood up beside Valoros, blade in hand, she called out a prayer to her goddess. Sarah Ray's light would guide and fortify her against the coming darkness, but there would be no direct divine intervention in this war. Victory would be fought with the sweat and blood of the mortals, and both the brave and the innocent would give their lives. Maricel nodded to the others, a look of determination upon her face. Quickly scanning the hold, she found her first target and let fly a small blade. It sank to the hilt on the rotting eye socket of one of the dead crusaders. While the foul creature staggered back, it did not fall. Unfazed, she drew another dagger and prepared to throw again. Provoked by the attack, the undead horde advanced as one, a wave of rotting flesh and clattering bone that descended upon the heroes. Chapter 1, Introduction. Pathfinder is a fantasy tabletop role-playing game where you and a group of friends gather to tell a tale of brave heroes and cunning villains in a world filled with terrifying monsters and amazing treasures. More importantly, Pathfinder is a game where your character's choices determine how the story unfolds. Okay, Pathfinder is played in sessions during which players gather in person or online for a few hours to play the game. A complete Pathfinder story can be as short as a single session, commonly referred to as a one-shot, where it can stretch on for multiple sessions, forming a campaign that may last for months or even years. If the GM enjoys telling the story and the players are entertained, the game can go on as long as you like. A session can mostly be action or roleplay. You will need a set of polyhedron die, which you can find anywhere online. You will need a character sheet, which can be found online. The dice, again, online. You will need an adventure. The bestiary, you don't necessarily have to have the maps and miniatures, that they help. In Pathfinder, the players take on the role of player characters, while the game master portrays NPCs and monsters, while PCs and NPCs are both important to the story. They serve very different purposes in the game. PCs are the protagonists, and the narrative is about them, while NPCs and monsters are allies, contacts, adversaries, and villains. That said, PCs, NPCs, and monsters share several characteristics. Level is one of the most important statistics of the game. It conveys the appropriate or approximate power and capabilities of every individual creature. PCs range in level from first at the start of the character's adventuring career to 20th at the very height of their power. As characters overcome challenges, defeat foes, and complete adventures, they accumulate XP. Every time a character amasses 1,000, they go up a level, gaining new abilities so they can take on greater challenge. First level PC might face off against a giant ramp or group of bandits, but at a 20th level, the same character might be able to bring ruin to an entire city with a single spell. In addition, level characters are defined by ability scores, which is measured a character's raw potential, and are used to calculate most of the other statistics. There are 6 ability scores in the game. Strength represents a character's physical might, while dexterity represents agility and the ability to avoid danger. Constitution indicates a character's overall health and well-being. Intelligence represents raw knowledge and problem-solving, while wisdom measures a character's insight and the ability to evaluate a situation. Finally, charisma indicates charm, persuasiveness, and force of personality. Ability scores for ordinary folk range from as low as 3 to as high as 18, with 10 representing average human capabilities. High-level characters can have an ability score that range much higher than 18. So if it's at above average, it increases your chance of success. Below average decreases. This is known as an ability modifier. Your player character is also determined by some key choices. The first choice is your ancestry, presenting the character's parents and heritage, such as a human, elf, or goblin. Next up is the background, which describes their upbringing from a lowly street urchin to a wealthy noble. And then finally, your class defines the majority of their aptitudes and abilities, like a wizard's command of a powerful arcane spells, or a druid's power to transform into fearsome beasts. In addition to these key choices, player characters also have a number of feats, individual abilities selected during character creation. As the character increases in level, every feat has a type to denote where its explanation can be found. For example, elf feats can be found in the elf ancestry and its theme. Wizard feats, for example, grant abilities that deal with spells. Finally, characters have skills that measure their ability to hide, swim, bargain, and perform other common tasks. So I think this